So country music, my favorite genre. When I was a lot younger, I grew up in the '90s, and I was really into hip hop. But as I grew older, I started to appreciate country music, especially '90s country music. And I have some favorite artists like Brantley Gilbert, Eric Church, people like that. Tends to be more on the southern rock kind of things, and especially independent artists. That's why I like Brantley Gilbert so much, is because he's not in Nashville, and he does his own recording, his own label and stuff like that. Big radio. There's a war right now with Nashville and Texas, and there's a war with big radio, country radio, on what artists are shown and displayed and those who aren't. And the woke mentality is definitely hitting country music. Now, I don't know if any of you remember, but there was something called bro country. And it started in about 2011, 2012. And I remember this trend started with Florida Georgia Line. And this song called Cruise was a huge hit. Everybody loved it. And it started this trend with like Justin Moore, Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan, doing these songs about women, saying like, you'll be my tan leg Juliet. And there was a group called Maddie and Tay who said, I'm not your ten leg Juliet, and what happened to country music and stuff like that. And so bro country went on for a few years, and people got tired of it because it was just normal party songs. And some say that they were objectifying women. Some of the songs, I can see what they're talking about, and they weren't really talking about anything. They were just talking about, having fun and going out to bonfires and things of that nature. But ever since people started criticizing bro country, there's been a new trend. And this trend is, instead of quote unquote objectifying women, now they're going over to the other side. The pendulum swung again to the other side, and now they're worshiping women, right? And this is seen in songs like Holy, which the song doesn't even make sense to me. It says, You're holy. I think Florida Georgia Line sings that song too, but holy stands for high on loving you. So if they say you're holy, it means you're high on loving you. That doesn't make sense. But then, you have like Kane Brown coming out with songs. He came out with a song like Worship You. And it says, I'm a God-fearing Christian man, but if you were a religion, then damn, I might have to worship you. Now, as a believer, as a believer in Jesus myself, obviously people can see the problem with that, right? Why do we put God above our partners? Because if you put a human above God, what's to stop you from, say, next week putting another human before God? We put God up as number one so that our morality, our moral system, prevents us from doing things like cheating, adultery, and stuff like that. And there are far more reasons why I put God personally before my partner. I'm married, but I found through my love of Christ, me and my wife are stronger together, and she puts him before me as well. Anyways, we're seeing this trend of, now it's a whole bunch of like Thomas Rhett songs and stuff like that. People are now worshiping their partners, and specifically women. And so it's almost like they feel like they need to repent from the bro country era, which is crazy. Another thing that's going on too is this whole idea of there's many articles ever since Morgan Wallen said that the N-word, right? Ever since he got caught saying that in a parking lot or whatever happened, there's been all these things saying, is country misogynistic? Is it full of white supremacists and stuff like that? And after Morgan Whalen repented of his sins, he started getting more. He started getting more people, and they said, somebody told me that he got 3 to 4 times the amount of sales after he repented, right? Which nobody should be saying that. I mean, the whole idea of, that's our word, you can't use it. I don't think anybody should be using it, period. But ever since he did that, we have Luke Combs getting on, and there was a song called Outlaw that he did. And it says, it's talking about how he's an outlaw and he doesn't care. And I go back to the days of Hank Jr. and I defy culture and all of this stuff. But there was a Confederate flag in that video, and he apologized for being in a video with a Confederate flag. And Upchurch, right? Ryan Upchurch was the one who was the main person on that video. Luke Combs was featuring on it. And when Upchurch was talking about that video, it was interesting because he said the whole film crew that was filming that, they were black. And so there was nothing, it's never been about race. It's never been about white supremacy. But the thing was Luke Combs felt the need to make a video about that and repent of his sins. And we're seeing this a lot. And it's hitting country music, it's hitting everywhere. Now, why is this a problem? This is just another example of them giving into the woke mob, not because that they actually feel like they need to, but because they feel it's going to better their sales. Whether or not you think that the Confederate flag is a problem or not, it's clear that they're doing this just for money. But it's not just those things too. I mean, we have I don't even know who sings it, but there's one song about it's the only way I can describe it is about a man singing a ballad to his stepson, his adopted son, saying that he's making him a better man and he's my son and all this stuff. It's very weird. I don't know the name of the song or who even sings it, but I hear it all the time in the radio, and it's kind of strange. But let me know your thoughts on country music and where it stands. Personally, like I said, the song that hit me the hardest was Brantley Gilbert, My Faith in You, and he does a lot of songs about faith in his songs. And his catalog is all about being yourself, standing up for your beliefs, standing up for women. There's a song called Read Me My Rights about if someone hits a woman, I'm going to go ahead and take care of it. You might as well throw me in jail. And so that's why I like him. But yeah, give me your thoughts on the state of country music, because it's definitely a strange thing that's going on. Like I said, I'm not here saying, oh, I don't like that they're apologizing because they shouldn't have to apologize. No, that's not what's happening. What's happening is they're doing it for money, not for morality. But anyways, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching.